Tickets and procedures in production mining. How does it work? Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and in today's video I just want to talk about the difference between tickets and procedures in mining, because people conflate the two. They think that just by getting an equipment ticket that actually gives you the knowledge on how to actually do the job. It doesn't. The equipment ticket is there just to show that you know how to operate the equipment, you know where everything is on the equipment. It's the procedure that actually tells you how to do the job. And so that's a big important difference. When somebody's asking for experience, especially in the hard rock underground space, they're actually asking for your knowledge of the procedure, so how to actually do the job. And I just want to jump over to the sponsors training. So we're going to jump over to the nipper and other important duties, because I just want to run through the procedure for watering down, just to show you an example of a procedure for watering down a heading, opposed to getting a ticket for a bit of equipment. All the hard rock employers around the country, they have to issue their own on-site equipment tickets and on-site procedures, so they can prove in a court of law that they've done everything they can to train you and keep you safe. That means that every site that you go to, you have to redo everything. It's a ginormous pain in the ass, but it's made the industry a lot safer over the years. So when I talk about procedures, it's actually what's going on to do the job. With watering down a heading, you've got your hose, so you run your hose out, and we'll just put this little video on. You run your hose out, you stay in the supported ground, you water down the walls first, then you water down the backs of the unsupported ground, and you might lose some, so it might go snap, crackle and pop. Then once you've done that, you're going to water down the dirt, or the muck pile as they sometimes call it, and you're going to water it down evenly. And then on your way back out again, you're going to water the backs down all the way back to the vent bag. And the reason that you're doing it in that order, believe it or not, is because back in the day when I first started, we had people that would come through and they'd start watering the whole lot down, backs included, all the way up to the pile of dirt. And what's going to happen when you're putting cold water on hot rocks that have just been fired? Of course, you're going to have stuff coming down. So that's why in the watering down procedure, the last thing that you do is water the backs down to the vent bag on the way out. And you're walking backwards, so just make sure you don't trip over or get your hose caught on something entangled and trip over, because the last thing you want to do is get stitches in your ass. I've seen a fair few people do that over the years. So that's the procedure for watering down, and that's the importance of the difference of knowing the difference between a procedure and actually a ticket to operate a bit of equipment. So the ticket to operate a bit of equipment is there to show you how the equipment works, where everything is on it, how to start it, how to stop it, how to check the engine, hydraulic oil, all that sort of stuff, and the fact that you can drive it around, you're competent to drive it. It doesn't actually go into what you're going to do with it. So just be aware that the tickets and procedures work hand in glove. You need your equipment ticket, but then you also need your procedure to tell you what you're going to do with it. And I think that just gets lost on people sometimes when you see a lot of Facebook posts saying that I've got excavator ticket, I've got a roller ticket, I've got a water cart ticket, I've got this, I've got that. If all you've got is the tickets for it, all that's doing is saying to the employer that you've done a course that says that you know where the on and off switch is to it all. You don't actually have any knowledge of what they want you to do with it at the other end. And that's the real experience and the knowledge that the employers are all after, is actual mining knowledge, so knowing how it all works. When you can sit down and have a conversation with the employer about how their mine works, you've generally got something to offer them. And if you want to be able to do that for hard rock underground, then the intro to underground mining, the DIY package that they've got, it's $495, it's 50 hours, teaches you how the mine works from top to bottom, and it allows you to do that. So I hope you found that information helpful, And like I said, the difference between a ticket and a procedure is a ticket just authorises you to be able to use that particular bit of equipment. The procedure actually tells you how to, what the job is and what you have to do with it all. And yeah, like I said, I think that just gets lost for a lot of people. So if you could like and subscribe the channel and share this information around, that would be great. Thanks.